Hello and welcome everyone. Our today topic is understanding the concept of assurance. My name is Yasir Gulfraz and I'm your tutor for assurance. In this unit, our goal is to make sure you walk away with a solid, understanding of assurance in finance. We are going to look at who's responsible for what is insurance, understand why internal controls matter, and get hands-on with gathering evidence of assurance activities. So if anyone is there, can you see my screen or can you hear me? Anyone is there? Can you hear me or can you? Okay, so let's get started. Unit aim, the aim of the unit is to give learner an understanding of the concept of assurance. Students will consider the responsibilities of different stakeholders when completing assurance engagement. Completing the unit, you will gain an understanding of internal control, their importance in assurance engagement, and gain a practical understanding of how to gather the required evidence of all assurance activities. So if anyone is there, can you guys see my screen or can you hear me? Okay, so understanding the concept of assurance, if anyone is there, can you tell me assurance definition or? Okay, so understanding the concept of insurance, definition of concept of insurance, users of assurance reports, both internal and external assurance principles, scope, limitations, nature, purpose, assurance techniques, strategy, assignments, assurance process. So assurance is like having a financial, GPS. So it guides us and makes sure we are on the right path. In simpler term, it is confidence and certainty we get when everything in finance is in check. User of assurance reports, just like sharing a cool discovery with, friends, assurance reports have users to some are inside the company internal and some are outside external. It is like giving a thumbs up and everything is okay. So assurance principles, assurance principle as the rules of the finance. We explored the scope, limitations, natures, and purpose. It is a roadmap to understanding how assurance works. Techniques, assurance is like it's a strategy. We explore assurance strategies and assignments, how we plan to make sure everything is in order. It is like preparing for a it's like a preparing for a mission. So assurance process is will go step by step, understanding how assurance happens. So from start to finish, it is about making sure everything is smooth and accurate. Any questions if anyone is there? Okay, so definition of the concept of assurance. Here we are going to discuss into the intriguing word of assurance in the context of finance. Assurance is a term that might sound a bit formal, but don't worry. By the end of session, you will have a clear grasp of its various meaning and applications. So here we will start breaking down what assurance really means. In simple terms, assurance is about providing sense of confidence, certainty, or validations. It is like having a safety net in the financial world, assuring us that things are on the right track. There are different aspects and applications of insurance that we'll explore. Imagine your journey and assurance is your trusty GPS guiding you through the financial landscape. So buckle up as we navigate through the key points. Financial coverage assurance is is a main part of any financial world, providing confidence, certainty in various scenarios. So the first one is, financial coverage, event certainty and permanent coverage. Assurance is often linked with financial coverage. What there is a twist compared to our familiar friend assurance. With assurance, we are talking about events that are certain to happen. It's like having a safety net for things we know all occur, unlike insurance, which deals with. So, what IFS assurance is all about, certainty. Consider, whole life insurance. It is not just for a specific period, it is there until the inevitable happens. So, professional services or coverage, assurance is limited to protecting against financial uncertainties. It also extend its helping hand to various professional services provided by experts like accountants and lawyers. So these services collectively known as assurance services. So scope beyond financial coverage, assurance extends beyond financial protections to inside professional services provide for accountants, lawyers, and other professionals. Risk mitigations. So assurance service play a crucial role in helping companies identify and mitigate risk through audits and reviews. Professionals assures the accuracy and impartiality of informations providing to stakeholders. Any questions or any comments, any idea about if anybody wants comments? Okay. Here we will talk about assurance services in detail. Service certification of documents, assurance services often performed by certified or chartered accountants, including the certification of various documentations and transactions such as loans, contracts, financial statements. So picture picture this as a stamp of approval, ensuring that importance papers like loan contracts or financial statements meet the necessary standards. Certified professionals like accountants play the main role of financial guardians, vouching for the accuracy and reliability of these important documents. So another key function is the independent review conducted by professionals consider outside the organizations. So this is not an internal check, it is an external set of eyes. Make sure everything adds up. Independent reviews certify the correctness and validity of items under examination. So this process ensures that the information follows established standard, providing stakeholders with reliable and trustworthy data. Examples of when we talk about example of assurance services, these concept of life with a real world scenario, audit scenario. Imagine you are a shareholder in the company and there are rumblings of concerns regarding the company's revenue recognition practices. So to address these concerns and restore confidence, and company decided to bring in an audit or assurance firms. So assurance firms, it's like detectives conduct a thorough review of the company's accounting procedures. So this includes scrutinizing financial statements, interviewing personnel, and assessing compliance with accounting principles. Assurance reports, the end result is an assurance reports. This document is not just a summary, it's a powerful assurance to stakeholders, declares after careful examinations that the company's financial statements are accurate, aligned with accounting standards, and free from misleading practices. Any questions or any comments? Okay, here's terms are might be familiar with you: audit versus assurance. These terms, uh, when it comes to the definition, steps involved, who's in charge, their aims, and how they are used. So let's break it down for easy understanding. Audit, audit is like the you know main audit is a main part of like a Sherlock Holmes of the financial uh, world. It is the process of meticulously evaluating the accounting entries found in a company financial statements. It's anyone is there? Hello, can you hear me, Johnson? Okay, it is primary mission is to check the accuracy of financial reports, making sure that are ethically presented, fairly portrayed, and it in line with the accounting standards and principles. Then we talk of the steps. Audit is the it's kick off the process of scrutinizing the financial statements to ensure they are the on the straight and narrow. An audit can be carried out by either an internal auditor within the company or external auditor hired specifically for this purpose. Anyone is there? Hello? So the audit has its sights set on uncovering any misrepresentations in financial record, detecting potential misuses of funds, identifying fraud, exposing and fraudulent activities within or involving the company use. Outcomes of an audit serve as financial health check, ensuring that the company's financial reports are not just accurate but also comply with accounting standards and principles. Assurance enhancing information quality. So assurance is like the uh, coach refining the skills of a team. It involves the analyzing and assessing accounting entries and financial record. Its primary goal is to verify that accounting record align with accounting standards, accurate and principles. So emphasizing accuracy, unlike the audit, assurance follows the audit. It's like the encore building on the findings of the audit. Assurance is typically conducted by an audit firm, also an audit firm, an external entity separate from the company being examined. So the spotlight of assurance is improving the quality of information within a company. It's act as a quality mechanism, enhancing decisions making process within the organizations. So in addition to checking the accuracy of financial reports, providing stakeholders within a strong assurance that no misrepresentations, fund misuses, fraud activities, or lurking the company's financial record. Anyone is there? So uses of insurance report, both internal and external. So any question or any idea, or if you can see anyone can see my screen? Okay, so now we are unveiling the importance of assurance reports and the pivotal role they play in ensuring the credibility and reliability of information in the dynamic, world of finance and business. So we'll focus on the diverse users of these reports, both internal and external, shedding light on how they benefit from these critical aspects of financial oversights. So internal user, uh, let's begin with those working behind the scene, management team, decision making, support, assurance support act as guiding light of for internal stakeholders, especially management, providing them with credible information, like having a reliable map for decision making, helping management navigate through the complexities of data and choose the best path forward. Uh, then operational improvements, complying. If you can hear Johnson, can you speak up, please? Can you hear me? Can you tell me? Can you hear me? So, complying these reports are management letters that serves as towers of feedback on internal process and controls. So this feedback is not just about pointing out what went wrong; it is a roadmap for improvement. Uh, it is akin to having a guide, friendly guide who points out shortcuts and potential detours to enhance overall operational efficiencies. Risk management in the even evolving business landscapes, risks are likely hidden obstacles. Assurance reports by highlighting issues such as uncorrected errors, fraud, illegal acts serve as a risk detection mechanism. It's akin to having an radar system that helps internal users identify and address risk, contributing to robust risk management strategy. So here we'll shift our focus to the external users of assurance reports, those individuals and entities outside the company who rely on these reports to make critical decisions, think regularly, bodies, investors, others. So external users, regulatory body, of confidence in financial information, for example, users like regulatory bodies and investors, assurance reports act as a trust building mechanism. So these reports provide a stamp of approval assurance external users of the accuracy and reliability of financial information. This is not just a nicety, it is an important, for regulatory compliance and sound investment decision making. Then transparency and accountability assurance reports contribute to the independent evaluations. These reports shine a light on the subject matters, making it clear and comprehensible. So this transparency fosters to accountability among entities, as external users can trust that the information presented is not just a glossy face, but a reliable and verified representations of the company's financial health. Any questions so far? Okay, so these reports serve as evidence of adherence to applicable standards and regulations, creating a foundation for trusts and legal assurance. It's like having a regulatory compass that points in the right directions. Then investment decisions, investors with their, eagle-eyed, focused on financial health and integrity, rely on assurance reports to make informed investors' decisions. So these reports influence the choice investors makes as they are more inclined to invest in organizations with a transparent and reliable assurance process. So it's having a trustworthy guide in the jungle to invest investment options. So for external user, assurance reports go beyond just members. They are the bedrock of trust, transparency, and the informed decisions making process. User of assurance reports, both internal and external. So here I will zoom in on some essential considerations that apply to both internal and external users when it comes to assurance reports, whether you are inside the company or peering in from the outside. These points ensures that the assurance journey is clear, trustworthy, and insightful. Consistent and clear communications is key. So assurance reports are like a conversation between financial experts and users to make sure everyone is on the same page. Language and terminology used in these reports must be consistent and clear, like speaking an universal financial language that both internal and external users can easily understand. So this consistency ensures that conclusions are interpreted accurately, fostering a shared understanding of the reported data, qualified reports, and other reporting responsibilities. Uh, Transparency is, here. So as you know, that transparency is crucial when it comes to assurance reports. Is non-negotiable. So if there are qualification, consideration of uncorrected errors or concerns about fraud or illegal acts, these should be clearly indicated. Think of it as putting warning signs on potential financial potholes. So this information is not meant to create panic, but to offer a realistic view of the road ahead. It is important aspect for both internal and external users for comprehend the limitations and potential risk associated with the reported data. Proactive management learners, uh, internal users, insight for improvement for internal users. The journey does not end with just the assurance reports. Proactive management letters, while not directly, impacting the assurance conclusions, offer valuable insights for improvements. It is like having roadmap for, fine tuning internal process and controls. So these letters are proactive, addressing matters that might not have affected the assurance conclusion but contribute to the overall enhancement of operational efficiency. So, in summary, whether you are inside the company making decisions or outside relying on financial information, these considerations ensures a smooth and informed journey through assurance reports. It is about speaking the same financial language, being transparent about potential challenges, and providing insight for continuous improvement. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Okay, so assurance principle, scope, limitations, natures, and purpose. So these principles act as the guiding stars for auditors and accountants, offering a framework that instills confidence and validation in a multitude of contexts. Whether you are in the teachers of assurance or relying on its services, understanding the key elements, scopes, limitations, natures, and purpose is paramount. So, uh, scope defining the playing field. Uh, the scope of assurance principle sets the boundaries for what being examined. limitations, recognizing the boundaries, just as important as the scope in the, acknowledgement of limitations. Assurance, like any process, has its, boundaries. So, uh, nature's unveiling the essence of, the nature of assurance principle reveals the essence of the process. Proper purpose grounded in intent, more that a checklist. At the heart of assurance principles lies purpose. Assurance principles, the scope of assurance principles act as the, GPS for practitioners, defining the specific areas of aspects covered by an assurance engagement, like setting the boundaries on a map, outlining the terrains to be explored. So this ensures that practitioners and stakeholders alike are on the same page, understanding the parameters within which assurance services operates. So evolution over years, uh, evolution over the years, the scope of assurance has expanded beyond traditional financial audit. Assurance now extend to areas like, cybersecurity, sustainability reporting, and even non-financial performance matters. Then comprehensive coverage assurance can cover financial statements, internal controls, compliance with regulations, and broader aspects of an organization's operations, reflecting the evolving needs of stakeholders. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? So assurance principle, scope, limitations, nature, and purpose. Limitation in assurance principle are like, signposts acknowledging the inherent challenges in the assurance journey. So factors such as the selective nature of testing, the potential for collusion, and the uncertainty of future events create boundaries on what assurance can achieve. Recognizing these constraints is the first step in managing. So, historical perspective, taking a historical perspective, we see that limitations have shaped uh, the evolution of assurance methodologies, acknowledging historical constraints like the challenges of detecting management fraud has prompted ongoing refinements. For example, spotlight on assessing fraud risk has become a vital aspect of modern assurance engagements. Learning from past limitations ensures that assurance practices continue to adopt and improve. Then technology advancements, obviously, expanding horizons and new challenges. Advances in technologies have both expanded and confronted limitations in assurance. On one hand, data analytics has broadened the scope of assurance, providing new ways to examine informations. On the other hand, challenges emerge in assurance, complex algorithms, and navigating the landscape of emerging technologies. The very tools that enhance assurance also, present new hurdles that practitioners must address. So, in summary, limitations in assurance principles are not road blocks but guideposts, directing us to areas that require careful considerations. Learning from historical challenge and navigating the complexities introducing by technologies, advanced insurance, that assurance remains a dynamic and effective tools in the ever evolving world of finance. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Then assurance principle, scope, limitation, nature and purpose. Nature of assurance principle, again define the characteristics inherent in providing assurance. It involves independence, objectively, professional skepticism, and adherence to ethical standards. Shift over time, uh, obviously, uh, the nature of assurance has undergone a transformations over time. Traditionally, focused on verification and validations. So today, there's shift towards a risk-based approach. Professionals now uh, discuss into understanding the intricate risk profile of entities. It's like shifting from a broad lens to a finely tuned microscopes, tailoring assurance procedures to the specific risk and entity faces. So global harmonization, nature of assurance has been efforts towards global harmonizations of standards, promoting consistency in principles and practices across jurisdictions. Any questions so far? Okay, so then purpose of assurance principle, it revolves around enhancing the credibility, reliability, and transparency of informations. Think of it as a commitment to ensures that the data and reports provided by entities are not just numbers on paper, but trustworthy and meaningful, representations. Strategic insights beyond compliance to strategy. As time has progressed, assurance has evolved beyond a mere compliance check. It now serves as a strategic roles, offering insight that go beyond the survey. Stakeholders don't just seek assurance for the sake of meeting standards; they seek of its support decision making, managing risk effectively, and gain strategic insights. Assurance becomes a tool for organization to not only comply but thrive strategically. So assurance techniques, methodologies, and approaches that serves as the backbone of evaluating, validating, and instilling confidence in informations process or systems. These techniques are like the tools in assurance of practitioners toolbox, each crafted to fit the uh, unique characteristics of specific engagements. So examples of techniques, audit procedures, traditional yet timeless audit uh, procedures from the con, cornerstone of the assurance techniques. So these involves a systematic examinations of evidence, testing of controls, and verifications of uh, financial transactions. So think of it as a detailed detective work where assurance professionals ensures the accuracy and compliance of financial information at established standards. So it is the class approach to scrutinizing the financial landscape. So then data analysis, this advanced techniques involves the examination of large data sets using statistical methods and machine learning. So it is not just about numbers, it is about extracting meaningful insights. Interviews and inquiries. Assurance is not just about crunching members numbers, it's about understanding the human side of operations. Interviewing and inquiry are techniques that allows assurance professionals to directly gather information from key personnel. Any questions so far? if anyone is there? Okay, so here we'll explore the concept of assurance strategy, a comprehensive plan or framework that serve as the guiding lights for the execution of assurance engagement. This strategy involves setting objectives, defining a scope, and outlining the approach to deliver meaningful assurance to stakeholders, components of assurance strategy. Risk assessment, identifying and evaluating risks at the uh, heart of any assurance strategy lies risk managed assessment. This important component involves identify and evaluating potential risk associated with the subject matters of these assurance engagement. Then assurance scope definitions focuses on relevance. Clearly define the scope is uh, you know akin to drawing the boundaries of the assurance engagement. This ensures that the efforts are concentrated on the most relevant areas, aligning perfectly with stakeholders expectations. Well defined scope act as a guiding map, preventing unnecessary deleterious and allowing assurance professional to zero in the aspect critical to stakeholders. So it is about being strategic and ensuring that every efforts contribute meaningfully to the assurance process. Then resource allocations, determining the resources required, including personnel and technology, is essential for executing the assurance strategy effectively. Educates resource allocation assurance, ensures that the assurance team has the necessary tools and expertise to carry out the engagement efficiently. Then reporting structures enhance impact through clarity. Establishing a clear reporting structure is important for communicating finding to stakeholders. This involves deciding on the format and timing of assurance reports. Transparent report structure ensures that stakeholders receive timely and relevant information. So this is not only keeps them in the loop, but also enhance the important impact of the assurance engagement. It is about making sure that the insights gained through the assurance process are effectively communicated, contributing to informed decision making. Any questions so far, if anyone is there? Okay, so assurance assignments refer to specific projects or tasks undertaken by assurance professionals to provide validations or verifications services. So these assignments can obviously vary widely, covering diverse areas from financial audits to cyber security assessments. Diversity of assignments, financial audits, ensuring financial accuracy. One of the cornerstones of assurance assignment is financial audit. Assurance professionals meticulously examine financial statements, ensuring accuracy and compliance with accounting standard. Financial audit go beyond mere number crunching. They provide stakeholders with confidence in the reliability of financial information. So this assurance becomes a bedrock of for supporting investment decisions and strategic choices. It's like having a financial GPS that ensures stakeholders are on the right path, grounded in the trustworthy information. As we explored the landscape of assurance assignments, financial audits stand out as a vital and foundational task. So they illustrate the depth and breadth of assurance professionals' roles, showcasing their commitment to validating and verifying informations across diverse domains. Next one is compliance review, uh, adhering to guidelines in the of assurance assignments. Compliance reviews take center stage. These assignments are laser focused on ensuring adherence to regulatory requirements, industry standards, or internal policies. So, ensuring that entities operates within established guidelines. By doing so, they play a pivotal role in reducing the risk of legal or regulatory issues. So it is important functions in the ever changing landscape of rules and regulations. Performance audit, enhancing efficiency and effectiveness. Performance audit, another layer to the assurance landscape. So here assurance professionals assess the efficiency and effectiveness of process control and operations. It is like conducting performance checkup for the organizations. So performance audit identify areas of improvement, offering valuable insight that enhance operational effectiveness and efficiency. It is about fine tuning the internal working to ensure that the organizations operate as its best. Cyber security assurance is a digital in the digital era. Cybersecurity assurance takes the spotlight. This form of assurance assignments involves evaluating the cybersecurity measures in place to protect sensitive information. In a world dominated by technology, cybersecurity assurance is critical. So, in safeguard against cyber threats, ensuring the integrity of data. So, think of it as the guardianship of digital security, where assurance professionals play an important role in fortifying the organization's defenses against cyber risks. Uh, Holistic integration of techniques, strategies, and assignments. Holistic approach, effective assurance goes beyond individual techniques or strategies. So it is about the synergy of these elements, the integration of various techniques within a well-defined strategy for each assignments forms a holistic approach. Picture it is as assembling a puzzle where each piece contribute to the complete picture. Comprehensive examination ensures that no aspect is overlooked, providing stakeholders with a thorough and reliable assurance. Then customizing, uh, obviously the selection of assurance technique is tailored to the specific objectives of the assignment and the unique characteristics of the subject matters. Customizations ensures that the chosen methods are the most appropriate for the given context. Then is a continuous improvement. Assurance strategies and techniques are not set in stone, they evolve over time. Continuous improvement is a vital aspect of the assurance process. Professionals learn from each assignments, incorporating lessons learned and adopting to changes in the business environment. It is like a feedback loop where each engagement contributes to refining and enhancing the overall assurance approach. Any questions or any comments if anyone is there? Okay. Engagement, acquisition, client identification, and outreach. These assurance process kick off the identification of potential clients, assurance professionals, or firms that initiate communications and outreach efforts to establish connections. It is like, casting a net to find organizations that could benefit from assurance services. Uh, proposal submissions. So once potential clients are identified, the next step involves the preparation and submission of proposal. So this document outlines the scope, objectives, and terms of the assurance engagement. It is detailed roadmap that sets the stage for a successful collaborations. Uh, Agreements on the term, the engagement moves forward with a formal engagement on terms and conditions. So this sets ensures a mutual uh, understanding and commitment between the assurance professionals and the client. So it is like setting the rules of the game to ensure a smooth and transparent process. Then finally, we talk about risk assessments. With the engagement secured, the focus shifts to the risk assessment. This involves the systematic identification of potential risks and uncertainties that could impact the assurance engagement. It's like mapping out the potential obstacles in the journey ahead, assessing impact and likelihood. Once risks are identified, the next step is to assess their potential impact and likelihood. So this evaluations helps prioritize risk mitigations efforts. Acceptance of assurance engagement. Uh, Reviewing engagement terms. After the initial statement assurance, professionals engaged in a detailed review of the terms and conditions outlined in the proposal. They ensures clarity and alignment with expectations. It is like double checking and roadmap to make sure everyone is on the same page. Then formal approval, then a scope of planning and accurate engagement, defining areas to be examined. With the engagement expected, focus shifts to clearly defining the specs and areas to be examined during the assurance process. Any question if anyone is there? Okay, so completion of the assurance engagement, executing planning procedures stage involves the actual implementation of the planned assurance procedures and tests. Assurance professionals carry out the examination in accordance with the established methodologies. It's hand-on phase where the rubber meets the road, implementing the carefully crafted plan, gathering relevant data. It's an important activity during the completion stage is the collections of relevant data and evidence. So this data is essential to meet the assurance objectives and criteria. Assurance professional meticulously gather information to ensure the through examination, adhering to established methodologies throughout the completion of the engagement. It is imperative to adhere to the predefined methodologies and procedures. So this ensures consistency and reliability in the execution of the assurance process. So it is like following a set of guidelines to maintain the integrity of the examinations. So last one is evidence sourcing. This process of systematically collecting, analyzing, and evaluating evidence to support finding and conclusion of the assurance management. Assurance process. Obviously, when we talk about of assurance process, we talk about record keeping, the systematic retentions of documentations, record, and evidence related to the assurance engagement for future reference of audit. Key activities established a robust record keeping systems, creating and maintaining a well-organized system for storing all relevant documentations and evidence. Then insurance compliance with retentions policies, adhering to organizational or regulatory retention policies to ensure a legal and ethical compliance, facilitating future reviews or audits, enabling the accessibility of records for internal or external reviews and audit. Yeah, that's it for today. Any questions, any concerns, or any comments? Okay, so if anyone have any questions or any concerns, any comments, please drop me an email at yasir@ukversity.co.uk. And thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much joining me for today's session, and I'll see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a good day. Thank you and bye.